The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, Leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? I don't know if we're on the air. And I had to start getting some stuff out of the way. I had to start getting some stuff out of the way. So. You don't know the umpires by chance, do you? You guys got national anthem ready? Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the beautiful Nicolay Field here on the campus of Adrian College and the home of Bulldog baseball. Today, we proudly present this MIAA contest between the visiting Hope College Flying Dutchmen and your Adrian College Bulldogs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet our starting lineups for this first game. First for the visiting Hope College Flying Dutchmen. Leading off, the designated hitter, number 3, Spencer Cable. Batting second in right field is number 13, Kanan Bain. Batting third, playing center field, is number 4, Robbie Sturzma. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 6, Owen Krisen. Batting fifth, playing second base, is number 8, Nolan Gardner.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus...
Afternoon.
afternoon, baseball fans. Mike Prang joined alongside Dave Van Giesen, bringing you today's MIAA doubleheader between the Adrian College Bulldogs and the Hope College Flying Dutchmen. This is game 2 of the 3-game weekend series. Bulldogs took game 1 yesterday on the road at Hope, 4-0 shutout over the Flying Dutchmen. Danny Gutierrez was the player of the game yesterday, throwing 8 scoreless innings. Jacob Charles came in, pitched the 9th, and Bulldogs shut out Hope. Hope struggled in the field a bit. They totaled 4 errors on the afternoon, and Adrian was able to steal a couple runs off that. So pitching for the Bulldogs is number 43, Griffin Firestein.
Leading off for the Flying Dutchman in the top half of the first inning is designated hitter number 3, Spencer Cable.
Spencer Cable takes a first pitch fastball, called a strike on the outside corner. This pitch fouled away. It's quickly down 0-2.
Well, Mike, we have Griffin Firestein today. He comes into the game with a record of 1-0. This will be his 8th appearance and 5th start of the season. His ERA is 5.57 for the Bulldogs, and he's going to try to back up the fine performance by Gutierrez. And he gets off to a big start, striking out Spencer Cable. Now batting, the right fielder, number 13, Kanan Bain. Bain hits a foul ball back out of play to start his at-bat. Bain comes in batting .266. He hits a fly ball out there deep to Don Goods, who makes a fine over-the-shoulder catch, and there are 2 away in the Dutch first inning. Bain hit it well, but Don Goods was able to run it down out there in right field as the wind tailed it away from him. Now batting, the center fielder, number 4, Robbie Stursma. That'll bring up Robbie Stursma. He's the leading hitter on this Hope College ball club. He's batting .329 on the season. He is the only hitter of the regulars that is above the 300 mark for the Dutch this year. There's a slicer down the line that's going to drop in. That's going to be trouble. It's going to bounce in around the fence, and Stursman's going to head for second with a 2-out double to keep the Hope inning alive. It hit it hard, but just enough to get it to drop in, and it's a 2-out double for Stursma. Now batting, first baseman number 6, Owen Crizzen. So that'll bring up Owen Crizzen. He's in the number 4 spot today. He's batting .292 coming in. And he takes the ball inside. It's 1-0. Crizzen's got 11 RBIs on the season, and he's trying to pick one up here. With a runner at second and 2 out. Firestein's next delivery is on the outside corner, but just off the plate for ball 2. Beautiful sunshiny day here at the Nick. We're still waiting for the warm weather to get here, but it's at least comfortable this afternoon, and as the sun climbs higher in the sky, we can hopefully pick up a degree or 2. As it's 3-0 to Crizzen, so Firestein so far unwilling to give in to Crizzen with the first base open as he takes a strike on the 3-0 pitch, and I'll make it 3-1. Firestein trying to keep the runner close. There he goes, and the throw by Wade, and he's just there in time. Swing and a miss by Krisen, and it'll be a 3-2 count as Sturzma moves up to third base. It was close down there at third, but Sturzma did get in with the headfirst dive. And we'll await the payoff pitch to Owen Krisen. Firestein shakes off Wade. Now he's ready and delivers, and that one's up high for a ball. So Krisen works a walk, and that'll bring up Nolan Gardner. Now batting the second baseman, number 8, Nolan Gardner. So after getting 2 quick outs, Firestein's worked himself into a bit of a jam here in the first inning, as Hope is trying to strike first. Again, as Mike said, they were shut out yesterday afternoon on just 7 hits by Gutierrez and Charles, as the first pitch is wide for a ball. Firestein sets and delivers, and this one comes inside. Firestein came out throwing strikes right away to get the first 2 outs, but since the double, he's had trouble locating the plate. Here's the pitch, and that one's in for a strike, just on the inside corner. Bit of a change-up that time. Gardner, the second baseman for the Hope College team. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. He had a big cut and did not make contact. So that brings up the 2-2 pitch. You're kind of looking to see if Krisen is going to run down there at first base. Now that the count is, there he goes. The pitch is inside, and he will walk down to second. And that puts 2 runners in scoring position now. Bulldogs didn't even try for the throw there. They'll take their luck on the 3-2 pitch here with Gardner. He hits a little tapper down the first base line. That's going to go foul. Wade picks it up, and we'll do it all again. Mike said Adrian won the first game yesterday. That win pushed the Bulldogs' conference record to 3-2. Hope comes in at 2-2. Here's the pitch, and just outside, and the bases are now loaded. Now batting, left fielder number 1, Dylan Kleinedler. Dylan Kleinedler will now bat with the bases loaded. Dylan batting .278 this season. No homers and just 1 RBI. So hopefully Griffin will be able to keep his RBI total the same after this at bat, but he starts him out with a ball. So, really a big moment in this game. Bases loaded, and he gets a curveball over for a strike. Well, this trouble began with 2 out. And here's the pitch. Strike 2, another breaking ball. Kleinedler kind of buckled on that one. Third to offer. Let's see what he is. 1-2. The pitch down low, gets away from Wade, but he retrieves it quickly. And it's 2-2. First inning here from Nicolay Field, no score yet. Griffin Firestein trying to keep it that way. He comes to the set, delivers breaking ball, bounding ball to short. Charles over with it, flips it over to Kedro for the out, and the Dutch leave the bases loaded here in the first inning. They get no runs on just the one hit, and they leave 3. And at the end of a half inning, our score is Hope College 0, and the Bulldogs are coming to.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
Hey, we know somebody who knew the basket. Okay, we're back here at Nicolay Field, and we're moving to the bottom of the first inning. The Bulldogs dodged a bullet there in the top half of the inning with 2 out. The Dutch loaded the bases, but Griffin Firestein got Kleinlander to bounce to short, and that ended the inning. Leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the first is shortstop number 4, Jacob Charles. So Jacob Charles, who fielded that ground ball, will now come up to bat to lead it off for Adrian. And he is facing the Hope pitcher Shane Hyken. And Hyken is a big, tall right-hander for the Dutch. His first pitch was a strike, and now Charles rips one into center field. That's going to drop for a base hit, and it kind of bounces away from the left fielder, but he quickly retrieves it, and so the Bulldogs have their first runner of the day on a single to left. Now batting, the third baseman, number 17, Ryan Davis. That'll bring up Ryan Davis. Davis comes in batting .344. He is the 3rd highest hitter on this Bulldog squad, behind Charles and Ed Wagner. And he gets beamed, which is becoming a skill of Ryan Davis's. That's the 8th time he's been hit by a pitch this season. And now batting, the first baseman, number 30, A.J. Miranda. So the Bulldogs start out with something going here in the top of the first. Hyken's first pitch to Miranda is a ball. Hyken comes into the game with a spotless 3-0 record in 4 starts, 6 appearances. His ERA is .435. So he's one of the top pitchers for this Dutch ball club. No score here from Nicolay Field. We're in the bottom of the first inning. But the Bulldogs got a bit of a threat going as Miranda fouls it off, making the count 2-1. AJ's been kind of splitting his time this season with between first base and a line shot at third base, and that's going to end up a double play. I'll tell you, Miranda could not have hit that ball any harder than he did, but it was right at Al Money, and Money was able to turn the double play, and suddenly a promising Bulldog inning finds the Bulldogs with just a runner at first and 2 out. Now batting designated hitter number 20, Ed Wagner. Ed Wagner coming to the plate for the Bulldogs. Had a big day yesterday. He knocked in a pair of runs for the Bulldogs and their 4-0 win. And a sacrifice fly and a hit that drove in another run. So he had the most production at the plate for the Bulldogs yesterday, along with Charles and Rogers, who each got 2 hits apiece. Pitch is outside for a ball, and it's quickly 3-0 to the Bulldog designated hitter. And ball 4 will send Wagner down to first base and bring up David Kedrow. Now batting the second baseman, number 25, David Kedrow. So the first pitch to Kedrow is fouled off. David comes into the game batting .217 in limited action. This is only his 6th start of the season. But he's got a chance to put the Bulldogs in the lead here. There's another foul ball straight back. He's right on the deliveries here from Shane Heiken. As Heiken tries to get out of a first inning jam here. Both teams putting a lot of runners on base so far here in the first inning. There's a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll end the inning. So Bulldogs threaten, but they do not score. They get just the 1 hit. They leave 2. And at the end of 1 complete inning of play, our score here from Nicolay Field is 0-0. We'll be back. You're watching Adrian College Baseball on ACTV.
Adrian College has once again found itself on the 2022 U.S. News & World Report Best College Rankings. This is the 8th straight year that Adrian has been named to the top regional colleges Midwest section. Adrian College was also named the most innovative school in the regional colleges Midwest category. In addition, Adrian received accolades in Best Value in undergraduate teaching within regional colleges Midwest. Adrian College was also named in the top first-year experiences by U.S. News & World Report. This marks the 13th consecutive year that Adrian has appeared in U.S. News & World Report. To see the full rankings, visit their website. For more information on Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Okay, we're back here at Nicolay Field looking for inning number 2 as Devin Mewson, the shortstop, will step into the batter's box. Now batting, shortstop number 11, Devin Mewson. Mewson to lead it off. The first pitch from Firestein is outside for a ball. He started him out with a fastball, and now we'll try to go to work here. The pitch straight down the middle for strike 1 makes it 1-1. Mewson appeared to be taken all the way on that one. So Mewson, the shortstop of the Dutchman this year. He hits another slicer down the line. Here comes Goods. He's going to make the running catch, and there's 1 away. Now batting, the catcher, number 7, Caleb Regan. Caleb Regan will step up as the Dutch seem to be taking advantage of hitting the wall to the opposite field. That's 3 balls they've now hit out Goods' way. Only one's dropped in as Regan swings and misses on the first pitch. Now he takes a strike down the middle, and he's quickly down 0-2. And he takes strike 3 on the outside corner. That is the second strikeout today for Firestein, and that'll bring up third baseman Al Money. Now batting the third baseman, number 2, Al Money. Money was able to turn the double play against the Bulldogs in the first inning, and it was a good thing that he was standing where he was for the Dutchman, because Miranda tanked that ball. And it would have been down in the corner. Here's a swing and a base hit to center field. So the Dutch, for the second straight inning, get a 2-out hit to start a bit of a rally. Now batting the designated hitter, number 3, Spencer Cable. So they'll bring up Spencer Cable. He was a strikeout victim in the first. And there goes the runner. Here's the throw by Wade. Nice throw, Charles, and he's got him. So the Bulldogs cut down Money with the caught stealing, and that ends the inning. They get no runs on 1 hit. They make no errors, and none are left on base. At the end of an inning and a half, our score remains 0-0 here at the Nick.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the second is left fielder number 26, Easton Rogers. So we're back here at Nicolay Field for the bottom of inning number 2. Bulldogs had a threat going in the first, but a double play took them out of causing any damage. And now they've got Easton Rogers, their left fielder, standing at the plate. He takes a strike for the first pitch, and there's a ball up high. Rogers comes into the game batting .295 and takes another strike on the inside corner. Rogers does have 13 RBIs. He's come up with some big hits for the Bulldogs here in this early portion of the season. That one's down low. They said he went. Rogers can't believe it. He didn't run that time because he didn't know it had been called a strike. Now batting the right fielder, number 14, Don Goods. So Don Goods will stand in. He one of the few left-handers in the Bulldogs lineup to face the right-hand pitching of Hyken. Hyken goes from the stretch at all times. He does not use the windup, apparently. This is kind of a new invention of the game, I think, partly because there's so many relievers used in baseball these days that when they come to the game, they're usually got runners on base, so they just pitch this way all the time. Here's the pitch in for a strike. That'll make it 2-2 to the Bulldog right fielder, who's been very busy this afternoon in right field. He made a really fine over-the-shoulder catch back in the first inning. There's a bouncing ball down to the shortstop. He's going to be picked off, but he has no place to go with it, and Goods has himself a infield single, and that'll bring up Zach Wade. Now batting the catcher, number 13, Zach Wade. Goods bounced that ball right into the hole, and neither the third baseman Money or the shortstop Musin could get to it in time to have any chance to throw him out. Musin did a good job to keep it from going into the outfield, but it really didn't matter because Goods had it beat. Inside pitch here to the Bulldog catcher Zach Wade. It's now a 1-1 count to Zach. And there goes the runner Goods. The throw down to second base. Goods is in, really, as the throw is kind of on the shortstop side of the bag, causing Musin to have to kind of go get it. And now the Bulldogs have a runner at second base with one out. Pitch is outside for a ball. That makes it now 2-2. The Bulldog catcher now crouching at the plate, getting ready for this 2-2 pitch. And here it comes, a swing and a miss, and he strikes out. There was a pitch that, given the chance, Zach probably wouldn't have swung at that one. Now batting the center fielder, number 9, Jack Boyke. So that'll lead it up to Jack Boyke. Boyke has steadily moved his average up to 308 as he takes a ball on the outside. Boyke's had a homer and 5 RBIs this season. Hopefully he can come up with a 2-out hit and put the Bulldogs in the lead. John Goods gets off at second base, pitches up. Oh, I'm going to call that a strike on the outside corner. That just caught the corner. Boyke, another left-hand batter, face the right-hander Hyken. Here's the pitch. Boyke lines it into right field, and with a diving catch, it is picked off by Kanan Bain, and the Bulldog threat is held at bay. So the Bulldogs get no runs on one hit. They leave a man, and at the end of 2 complete innings of play, our score remains 0-0 here from Nicolay Field. You're watching Adrian College baseball here on AC TV.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus.
Leading off for the Flying Dutchman in the top half of the third inning is designated hitter number 3, Spencer Cable. Okay, Spencer Cable stepping in to start the third. His first pitch is an easy bouncer to David Kedrow, who throws him out. And there's one away on one pitch. Well, Spencer, we hardly knew you. We barely got you in the box, and he's out on the bounce out. Now batting the right fielder, number 13, Kanan Bain. I'll bring up Kanan Bain. So far, the innings have went in a similar fashion as both teams got through their order once in the first 2 innings. So we're facing the top of the order here in the top of the third. 1-1 count to Kanan Bain. Bain made a fine catch to end the Bulldogs' second there. He had to kind of make a sliding catch to keep the ball of Jack Boyke from falling in. It's a big catch because I would have scored a run for the Bulldogs had it fallen in. Here's a swing and a miss, and the ball back to the screen. There's the smash up the middle for a base hit, and Bain is on with a single here in the third. Now batting center fielder number 4, Robbie Sturzma. So Robbie Sturzma will step in. He had the hope now with 3 hits. He had one of them back in the first inning. A little slicing drive. He didn't hit it very well, kind of off the end of the bat, but it was perfectly placed and bounced into the corner for a double. First of 2 games this afternoon here at Nicolay Field, so you're out there, and ooh, that ball hit him, and that kind of got him on the wrist there. So he walks down to first, and they're kind of checking out his hand there a little bit. He says he's going to be all right, so we get back to the action. Now batting the first baseman, number 6, Owen Krisen. So that brings up Owen Krisen with runners at first and second, 1 out, and the Dutchmen once again are threatening here. Pitch is down low for a ball. Nice block there by Zach Wade to keep the runners at first and second. Very high sky this afternoon and that basically means that there's no clouds, and if you've ever tried to catch pop-ups on a day like today, you realize that without the clouds, it is definitely a little bit harder. It adds to the degree of difficulty on any high fly ball. 2-0, the pitch swung on, fouled back. Strike 1. We've had a lot of foul balls that have went straight back to the screen. That's not usually a good sign for the pitcher because it means that the batters are just missing and they're right on the pitch. There's a smash bounding ball that's going to get past Miranda into right field. Good's going to pick it up, but that's going to score a run, and the Dutchmen strike first with an RBI single by Owen Krisen. Now batting, second baseman, number 8, Nolan Gardner. So Firestein is struggling to get through the middle part of the Dutch order as the Flying Dutchmen get their first run of the weekend after being shut out yesterday by Gutierrez and the inning by Charles to finish it up. There's a strike on the inside corner. Dutchman now with runners at first and third. And there goes the runner at first. Here's a fake throw, and it's called a strike. But Wade thinks better of it and hangs on to it. Wade's already thrown out one runner today. So we got runners at second and third now with 2 strikes, 1 ball on the batter. Nolan Gardner pitches inside. Gardner worked a walk in the first inning, which at the time loaded the bases before the Bulldogs got out of it. This is outside for a ball, and once again Firestein has went to a full count.
Hello.
Here's the full pitch. There's a drive. That's going to be a base hit past the shortstop, Charles. And here comes the runner from the second. He will score, and it's 3-0 Dutchman.
Goose, can you hear me? I think we fixed our issue.
Now batting left fielder number 1, Dylan Kleinedler. Well, Dylan Kleinedler is stepping in, but before he does that, Coach Craig Rainey is going to come out and have a little discussion with Firestein. Firestein, again, he's not excessively wild, but he's not able to hit his spots here in these first couple innings, especially when he gets behind. And there's a perfect situation where he had the 1-2 count, and then just 2 balls, and then 3-2 he had to come in, and that leads to a good pitch to hit by Gardner, and he comes through with a pair of RBIs to put the Dutchman ahead 3-0 here in the top of the third. Kind of a long conversation with Firestein. The umpire finally goes out to break it up as the Bulldog bullpen starting to work out there. Again, the Bulldogs want to try and limit the damage here. Not fall too far behind this early in the ball game. So Firestein now with the runner Gardner at first and Kleinedler up to bat. Pitches down low for a ball. The Dutchmen taking their sign from third base coach Stu Fritz, longtime coach of the Dutch. There's a pitch curveball down the middle for strike 1. Firestein now throws over there, pays a little attention to Mr. Gardner.
All right, Goose, I think I can join you now.
Well, we knew you were out there, but your mic was not working. So there's a fly ball. Goods waving everyone away, and he will grab it for out number 2. There's a perfect example of what I was talking about the high sky. That makes it a little more difficult looking into the sun especially. So a nice play by Goods. Now batting the shortstop, number 11, Devin Mewson. So Mewson will step in. He hit a line drive to Goods in the second inning, and he fouls this one back over the grandstand for strike 1. pitcher warming up in the bullpen for the Bulldogs is Joe Toth. There goes the runner. Here's the throw by Wade. That's going to be way inside. It's going to get into center field. And Wade's going to pick up an error after the stolen base, and he goes all the way to third.
Yeah, it's something we don't normally see out of Wade. He's been pretty solid when it comes to his accuracy. He throws down to second this season, so the throw wide is something new.
Well, in just watching him throw the ball down there, Mike, I don't think he got a good grip of that ball coming out of his glove. And it just kind of sailed on him. So, 2-strike pitch, a pie for a ball. Well, it won't matter if the Bulldogs can get Musin. And he probably could have scored from second base on a base hit anyway. That one gets through the legs, and that's where it really costs you, because that one gives a rather free run to the Dutchman. About to say, you can score on a base hit from second base, but with 2 out, that takes the sacrifice fly out, but wild pitch or pass ball. And especially that one, a lot of times here at Nicolay Field, the screen is so close that you can't really score on pass balls, but that one actually hit as the catcher Wade, and that kind of slowed it down and allowed him to walk over the plate easily as Musin takes strike 3 down the middle, but the damage is done as the Dutchmen connect for 3 runs on 4 hits. They left no one on base. There was 1 Bulldog error. At the end of 2.5, our score is now Hope 4 and Adrian College nothing.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back. 4-0 our score. Hope College leading the Bulldogs. Put up 4 last inning. Hyken still on the mound for Hope. And the Bulldogs have the top of the order due up, starting with Jacob Charles.
Leading off for Adrian in the bottom of the 3rd inning is shortstop number 4, Jacob Charles.
Charles had a leadoff single in the bottom of the 1st to left center.
There's a drive that's deep, going back, and it is off the wall. And Charles has a double. He's going for 3. Here's the throw in from Sturzma, the center fielder, and Charles starts the Bulldog inning with a triple.
There is that high sky there, and not much wind today, but the ball just kept going and going out to left.
Now batting the 3rd baseman, number 17, Ryan Davis. Kleinidler, you could see, kind of misplayed that to start. I'm not sure he could have caught it anyway because it did hit pretty high up on the wall. But with him standing at the wall, it ricocheted past him, and that gave Charles the opportunity to pick up the extra base, as Sturzman had to run all the way over from center field. So that was a bit of a haul, as this pitch is a breaking ball outside. So again, the Dutchman got 4 runs in the top of the third, starting with the top of their lineup. Now the Bulldogs with the top of their lineup are trying to at least get a few of them back here. Davis fouls it away, making it 2-2. And Ryan Davis has 28 RBIs to lead the Bulldogs this season. And hopefully he can maybe pick one up here. That one's fouled out of play as well. So we'll do the 2-2 pitch again. Charles edging off third, and ooh, that one might have hit Ryan if he hadn't swung at it. He had to kind of defend it off. Ryan was hit back in the first inning. That was his 8th time of getting hit by a pitch. And that could have maybe been 9 right there, but he fouled it off down low for a ball and a full count to the Bulldogs sophomore third baseman. I say third baseman, which is his normal job, but he's actually become kind of the Bulldogs closer this season. And he takes ball 4, and suddenly the Bulldogs start out with runners at first and third and nobody out. Now batting, the first baseman, number 30, A.J. Miranda. Miranda standing in, he hit a line shot into a double play, which is how they got out of the first inning. There's a high pitch, and moving down to second base is going to be Davis. So 2 runners in scoring position. But if we can get Miranda to hit the ball as hard this time as he did last time, chances are some good things are going to happen, because he really tanked that ball in the first. There's a pitch on the outside corner for a strike, make it 1-1. That's one of the frustrating things about baseball. You can hit the ball so well and get nothing to show for it. And sometimes you just hit a little blooper off the bat and it turns into a double.
Yeah, we saw that back in the first inning for Hope. That little bloop over Miranda's head at first that resulted in a double.
Yeah. There's a drive. That's pretty deep to right. This will get a run in as the catch is made by the right fielder Bain. So credit A.J. Miranda with a sacrifice fly, and the Bulldogs got their first run of the day as Charles sprints home. And they'll leave it up now to Ed Wagner. Now batting, the designated hitter, number 20, Ed Wagner.
Wagner is the reigning NCAA Offensive Player of the Week after a 6 RBI performance last week.
Wagner left-hander, 1 out. Here's the pitch, fouled down in over top of the Bulldog bullpen. Davis did move up on the fly ball. Miranda just didn't quite get it hard enough. A little bit more, it might have been out of here, but there's a nice job blocking the low pitch by Caleb Regan. Keeps Davis at third. Bulldogs trailing 4-1. All the runs scored here in this third inning for both teams. There's a wild pitch, giving Regan a workout back there behind home base right now. Low and inside, high and away. Let's get kind of a Dominic Hasek look back there. There's a dribbler up the middle for a base hit. Ed Wagner comes through with another RBI. So that's the third RBI this weekend for Wagner, and Davis trots home, and the Bulldogs have cut the lead in half at 4-2. Now batting the second baseman, number 25, David Kedrow.
This has been a very good inning so far for the Bulldogs, because a lot of times when you give up a 4 spot early in the game, a lot of teams kind of just roll over and die to start, but it's nice to see the Bulldogs are still putting pieces together to try to make the early comeback.
Yeah, that's big on both ends, because as a pitcher, you know, your team gets that run, the thing you want to do is you want to go out there and get them out 1, 2, 3 and get them back up to bat as fast as possible. And for the team that gives up the runs, it's now an opportunity to try to master sudden change. There's a bunt, and it goes foul. So it's 2 strikes quickly to Kedrow. And by that I mean, you know, if you can come in after a big inning and put your hitting shoes on and get a few runs back, that goes a long way to maybe, you know, winning this game in the end. So Bulldogs got 2. They're looking for more. Here's the pitch. Bouncer. This is a little dribbler. And I think that hit the catcher's mitt. And so we've got catcher interference, because Kedrow immediately looked back to the umpire and did not run on a dribbler that he should be running on. So Bulldogs get a free base there. Now batting the left fielder, number 26, Easton Rogers. That goes down as an error, the catcher interference. And here's the first pitch to Rogers, and it goes right down the middle, a fastball. Hyken starts him out with strike 1. Bulldogs now with runners at first and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch outside for ball 1, and it's 1-1. Don Goods is standing on deck, as the Bulldogs still with just the 1 out have mounted a bit of a threat here. They've got the tying runs on base, and here's a breaking ball that goes over the plate and is fouled over there by the patio. Rolls down the roof. The ball rolled down that roof and landed near a little tiny dog who was not as interested in the ball as the big golden doodle was the other day. Golden doodle just ran after it and grabbed it. As Rogers takes a curveball for strike 3, and there are now 2 out in the Bulldog third. Now batting the right fielder, number 14, Don Goods. So Don Goods going to step in here. He had a infield single that was flagged down at short by Mewson, but he had no throw. So Goods trying to step up here and get a big 2-out hit for the Bulldogs. Goods batting .268. He's got 8 RBIs on the season, and we could use him to pick up a couple more here. There's a drive up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. Here comes Ed Wagner. He's charging home. The throw comes in. It's going to be let go, and Wagner makes it all the way to the plate, and the Bulldogs have pulled within 1. And a good piece of hitting there by Don Goods. That's his second hit of the game, scoring Wagner. And it's now a 4-3 ball game. Now batting the catcher, number 13, Zach Wade.
Yeah, it's nice to see the big man grab 2 bases there on a little roller up the middle.
I'll tell you, Ed has shown some I want to say surprising, but it's like you say. Oh, we got a runner picked off base. Now we're in a rundown. The Bulldogs going to try and get a run home, and he is out. So the Bulldogs, I think, tried to force a run that time, and it doesn't work out as we get the runner picked off. The out at the plate is a 1-3-6-2, and the inning is over. But it's a profitable inning for the Bulldogs as they get 3 runs on 2 hits, an error, and as it turns out, just 1 left on base. So at the end of 3 innings, we're a third of the way through the ball game today, and the Dutch lead it at this point by a score of 4-3. We'll be back with more here from Nicolay Field. You're watching Adrian College baseball here on AC TV.
Adrian College has once again found itself on the 2022 U.S. News and World Report Best College Rankings. This is the 8th straight year that Adrian has been named to the top regional colleges Midwest section. Adrian College was also named the most innovative school in the Regional Colleges Midwest category. In addition, Adrian received accolades in Best Value in undergraduate teaching within Regional Colleges Midwest. Adrian College was also named in the top first-year experiences by U.S. News and World Report. This marks the 13th consecutive year that Adrian has appeared in U.S. News and World Report. To see the full rankings, visit their website. For more information on Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Leading off for the Dutchman in the top of the 4th is catcher number 7, Caleb Regan. Top of the 4th here at Nicolay Field. The Bulldogs back in it. They fell down 4-0 in the top half of the 3rd, but responded with 3 big runs in their half. So they're only 1 run down at this point. There's a strike on the outside corner. Giving some new life to Griffin Firestein here. Firestein kicks and delivers, and a breaking ball for strike 2. And a fooled Regan. And he will now have to defend the plate with a 2-strike count on him. That one's just off the corner for ball 2. 2-2. Regan, the 8th hitter in the Hope lineup. He'll be followed by Al Money in the 9th spot, and then the top of the order, which has done some damage here this afternoon. And Firestein once again throws the ball outside and goes to a 3-2 count. This has kind of plagued him this afternoon. Here's the pitch. There's a bounding smash up the middle, and it's a base hit. So Regan, with 2 strikes on him, rebounds to get on base, and the Dutchmen have their leadoff man on. Now batting the 3rd baseman, number 2, Al Money. So that'll bring up Al Money. Money singled to center. And in a manner not a whole lot different than Reagan just did. Ground ball right up the middle. Pitch is low and away for a ball. Interesting to see what the Dutchmen will do here with their 9-hitter. Maybe this be an opportunity to bunt, but the way this game is going, it's kind of shaping up like 1 run is not going to win this ball game. You're going to need a few runs. So far, no inclination, and he's up 2-0. Here's the pitch, in for a strike. Money looks down there at the coach, gets the sign, bouncing ball. Davis dives, picks it up, throws on his knees, and makes the play.
What a play.
Ryan Davis took a hit away from Al Money. Now batting designated hitter number 3, Spencer Cable. That was a huge play. It does advance Regan down to the second base, but it does get an out. And there's a strike down the middle to Spencer Cable. That ball was hit down the line, and if it would have got by Davis, it would have been real trouble because it would have hit that fence, and you never know what way it's going to bounce. And that could have got a run, and there's a drive to left field, going to drop in front of Easton Rogers. Rogers uncorks the throw to the plate, and that will allow Cable to move down to second base.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there with the cutoff man.
Now batting the right fielder number 13, Kanan Bain. Kanan Bain stands in. He's got runners at second and third. Here's the pitch outside for a ball for Firestein. He does not necessarily have to give in to Bain with an empty base, but I tell you, there have too many free passes this afternoon. And so he wants to go after Bain here, especially with the 3-4 hitters, Sturzma and Krisen, who've each done damage this afternoon. There's a pitch fouled back off the screen. Yeah, Bulldogs, like mentioned, they kind of confused as to who the cutoff man was. So when Easton Rogers threw it to where a cutoff man should have been, it just bounced in to Wade, and he gets Bain on a strike 3 outside corner. Bain did not like it, but he will walk back to the dugout, and it'll bring up Robbie Sturzma. Now batting the center fielder number 4, Robbie Sturzma.
Owen Bain has also been issued a warning from the umpire.
Yeah, he did not like it at all on that pitch in the outside corner. I'm not sure exactly what he said, but he was voicing his displeasure as he walked away. So 2 out now. Another big situation here for Firestein. The half swing hits his bat, knocks Sturzma down that time. Here's another one. Looks like Davis last inning, where if he would have not swung, that ball might have hit him. So, kind of a free strike there for Firestein. There's a pitch that's fouled back off the screen. And quickly, Firestein is up 0-2. This is where Firestein's got himself in some trouble, because he's kind of dabbled in these situations and ends up letting him back into the count. So we'll see what he does here. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and that one's way wide, and here comes a run. That's a wild pitch, and that scores another run. So the catcher, Caleb Regan, gets to walk in. And that moves another runner into third base as Spencer Cable advances on the wild one. And it's 1-2. There's a towering fly ball. Rogers going back. If it stays in the ballpark, he'll get it, and he does. And now he drops the ball, and then it's going to end up being a 3 bases for Sturzma.
Error.
Now batting the first baseman, number 6, Owen Krisen. Well, Rogers got to it. He had his back to us. It looked like he had made the catch, But as he turned around, you saw the ball on the ground, and it ends up going as an error against Rogers, and that scores another run, making the score now 6-3. Oh, Bulldog defense is kind of letting us down here a little bit here in this inning. Here's the pitch, swung on. Batter is Crizzen. Not only does it not get the Bulldogs out of the inning and give Hope another run, but it makes us face another dangerous hitter with runners on base. Crizzen has singled and walked today so far. Here's the pitch, breaking ball for strike 2. Again, that's part 2, Mike, as we were talking about that high sky. He had to run all the way over there to get it, and then look back over his shoulder, and he just didn't secure the ball. Two-strike pitch on the way. Curveball down to Ryan Davis. Davis goes to his left and makes the throw and ends the inning. But 2 runs for the Dutch here in the 4th inning on just 2 hits. They leave a man, and the Bulldogs with the 1 error. And at the end of 3.5, our score is Hope 6 and Adrian 3. We'll be back here on ACTV with more Adrian College baseball this afternoon.
College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Number 13, Zach Wade. Okay, 6-3 our score, going to the bottom of the 4th here in game number 1 from Nicolay Field. Again, this is the first of 2 this afternoon. Games 2 and 3 of this series. Bulldogs took the opener by a 4-0 score, and they trail by 3 here in the middle innings of this one. Here's the first pitch was a ball. The second pitch is also a ball, so 2-0 to the Bulldog catcher, Zach Wade. Wade, who's kind of taken over the catching duties for the Bulldogs this season, has done a fine job behind the plate, but he's still struggling at the bat a little bit. He came in with just a .037 batting average, so we'd like to get him going here. There's a pitch on the inside corner for strike 2. Foul ball. That hit the umpire. So we'll take a moment while he gathers himself. I'm not sure that ball didn't also hit the catcher a little bit, kind of deflect from one to the other, but definitely our home plate umpire got the worst of that one. The umpire comes in and checks on them, and they're laughing. I can always tell you when you're umping the bases, something like that happens. You come in, are you all right? And you're just hoping that he is, so you don't have to ump the rest of the game behind the play by yourself. It's one drawback of having just the 2 umpires, as the 2-2 pitch comes in low for a ball. something happens to one, then it's a solo job the rest of the afternoon. And ball 4 comes on the inside corner, so Wade is a leadoff runner for the Bulldogs. And I'll bring up number 9, center fielder Jack Boyke. Now batting the center fielder number 9, Jack Boyke. Boyke hit a line to drive to right. That was a nice catch out there as the first pitch is high for a ball. It would have scored a run had it dropped, but Kanan Bain was there to make a sliding catch in right. Here's the pitch inside for a strike. Oh, almost thrown into right field. Nice job there by the Hope first baseman, Owen Crisson, to rebound that one.
Yeah, had that one gotten by him, Wade probably would have ended up on third, just the way the fence line's up.
Yeah, that wasn't going to hit the fence and come back because that was straight down the line. They're trying to keep him close. As Boyke shows bunt, but lets it go by. Always a good strategy if you're the bunter. It's one of the ways that a lot of bad things happen to bunters when they bunt at pitches that aren't strikes, like that one. And you pop up, and it gets caught. And that goes as a foul pop-up. And the first out. Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Jacob Charles.
I don't know what it is this season, but the Bulldogs have struggled for sacrifice bunts. They've constantly continued to pop them up and lead to situations like that where the sacrifice bunt hasn't done what the sacrifice bunt is supposed to do because the runner is always at first still.
Well, again, I was barely able to get it out of my mouth, but the first pitch where he took the ball because it was high, he got a ball, and that would have been a ball as well. But again, you get that sign and you just want to get that bunt down so badly that, and again, people sometimes they just don't, especially in today's day and age with the home run and all that kind of thing going on, people just don't take care to bunt anymore. There's a square and a ball on the inside to Charles, but it's no different than when you're trying to hit. You got to hit strikes, and you got to bunt strikes. Pitch is down low for a ball.
Yeah, when I used to be a pitcher and I'd see a situation where a possible sac bunt was coming, as soon as kind of you kick your leg up, that guy's squaring around the bunt. That's when you need to throw the pitch higher to lead to those pop-ups.
Mm-hmm. But he takes that. He would have been up 3-0, or 3-1, I guess. But now batting third baseman number 17, Ryan Davis. And like I say, again, it's hard when you're the batter, because again, you get that bunt sign and you know you're supposed to bunt, but that doesn't mean just bunt at anything.
Yeah.
Just takes a curveball in for a strike to start his at bat.
I don't think Davis is bunting here, even with Al Money deep. As this has just been a powerful year for Davis. He skies this one. First baseman calling for it, makes the catch. That's the second out of the inning. Holding Wade and Charles at first and second. That brings up A.J. Miranda.
Now batting the first baseman, number 30, A.J. Miranda. Miranda's had an interesting afternoon at the plate. He hit a line shot into a double play in the first, and then he picked up a sacrifice fly in the third that he hit fairly deep. Here's the pitch, swung on and fouled straight back at us.
You know, that pitch was a little high to Miranda, but I do like the swing there. As a powerful three-hitter like that, you want to swing at that first pitch fastball.
Again, when you hit the ball straight back like that, that shows you're on it. You're just missing a little. Here's a dribbler down to third base, a long throw, and that will end the inning as the Bulldogs end up leaving a couple here in the fourth. So the Bulldogs get no runs. They had actually no hits. They just had a couple of walks, and that put the runners on base. So they leave two at the end of four. Our score is remaining at 6-3. Hope in the lead. We'll be back with the fifth inning action after we pause for this. You're watching ACTV.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Welcome back, top of the fifth. Hope leading Adrian 6-3 here in game one of today's doubleheader. Griffin Firestein still on the mound. 81 pitches so far in the day.
Leading off for Hope in the top of the fifth inning is second baseman number 8, Nolan Gardner. So Nolan Gardner stepping up to lead it off. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike. Gardner had a big hit back in the third, driving a couple of runs. He has walked and singled this afternoon. Here's the pitch. There's a deep drive to right field. Going back is Goods, but he is turning and watching it hit off the wall. And it is a leadoff double for Gardner. Now batting the left fielder, number 1, Dylan Kleinedler.
Oh, and thank God for the tall fence out in right center, because had that not been there like it wasn't years ago, that would have been a leadoff home run to the inning. You see head coach Craig Rainey come out, and he's going to head to the bullpen.
Yeah, I think we're going to see Joe Toth right now. He's been warming up last couple innings, and I think that Coach Rainey has seen enough and is going to go to him because he can't afford to fall down any more runs in this ball game. So we're going to get a pitching change, and we'll be back with that pitching change here in just a moment. Again, you're watching ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Bulldogs is number 37, Joe Toth. Toth in place of Griffin Firestein.
No, I meant come back. I meant like you can bring us back. Joe Toth on the mound in relief for Griffin Firestein. Toth has had a pretty successful season so far. He's thrown 9 2/3 innings this season, just a .93 ERA. Struggled with control a little bit. His whip just shy of 2. So he's walked 11 guys this season. He's also hit a pair. But he's struck out 9 and has allowed 8 hits so far this year. 6 runs, just 1 of them earned. So this is his 6th appearance of the season. And he inherits a man on second here with nobody out in the 5th.
So Dylan Kleinendler is coming in, or I should say up to bat. And he has a runner at second, nobody out. And that is the situation Mr. Toth is inheriting here as the first pitch is in for a strike. Fire giving us that high strike today, which is always good. Pitch on the outside corner for a ball, makes it 1-1 to Kleinender. Again, the advantage Toth has in coming in at this juncture of the game is he does get to start with the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, as that one's outside, and I get the hunch as Wade was running back to the screen to retrieve that ball that was not the pitch he was expecting to be thrown.
No, I think they got crossed up there, and that's one of the things that happens quite a bit when a new pitcher comes in with a runner on second. His pitcher and catcher aren't always on the same page right away when it comes to signs and indicators and whatnot. So count runs 3-1. Corners have been pulled in. Middle infield just pulled in a little bit. It's a called strike there. Count runs full. So Bulldogs looking to get the out at home on a ground ball.
And after charging down to first base, thinking it was a ball, may want to defend the plate on this one. Here's the pitch, and he takes a little half swing. The ball's outside. Miranda down at first base is wanting him to check, but they don't really, so that's going to be ball 4. Now batting the shortstop, number 11, Devin Musin.
Now the middle infield has to back up, double play depth. Miranda holding the runner on at first, but Davis still playing in at third. Musin scores runs the bunt. First pitch a ball.
You mentioned he has 11 walks, just 9 strikeouts, so this has been Toth's problem. Actually, was his 12th walk of the season, and here's the pitch. Again, we got the bunting situation, and again, the pitcher not throwing strikes, so Musin just watches him go by, and he's up 2-0 now. Again, getting in the count. Bulldogs have already got another reliever warming up. So, again, Toth getting an opportunity here, but he needs to come in and capitalize immediately by throwing some strikes. Here's the pitch, and that's ball 3. 3-0.
Oh, and last year, Joe Toth kind of became one of the top starting pitchers for the Bulldogs. Took a little bit into the season to find that role as he walks Musin on 4 straight pitches. So now the bases are loaded for Regan.
Now batting the catcher, number 7, Caleb Regan. So the Bulldogs in a bit of a jam here. Bases loaded, nobody out. They've walked the last 2 hitters. Here comes Reagan now. The Pitch to Regan up high for a ball.
He's thrown 11 pitches so far. Just 2 of them have been strikes.
Here's the pitch. That one's in for a strike. Yeah, he seems to be missing a little high on most of these balls. He's just kind of get the ball down a little bit. There it is, right there, strike 2. That one down at the knees where it needs to be.
This would be a big strikeout if he gets it here.
Yes, it would. Fouled away. Coach Rainey will walk over and retrieve that one.
I've seen the wave of the hat from the bullpen letting them know Trip Russo is ready to go into the game if need be.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Wade does not catch the ball, but it is of no consequence due to the fact that all the bases are loaded. Now batting the third baseman, number 2, Al Money. So Al Money steps up to the plate. He's got a single and a bouncer to third this afternoon. First pitch is a ball. Outside this time.
Toth looking to roll a ground ball here.
Money comes into the day's action with a batting average of 279. And that is exactly what we need here, is that ground ball that my partner Michael Prang is asking for. There's a chopper to the Bulldog dugout.
I'll also take a strikeout as the count runs to 1 and 2.
Yeah, never turn down a strikeout when you're in the field. That's just... Toth sets, delivers, and fouled away over the picnic area. 6-3 our score. Bulldogs trying to hold them here as the Dutch threaten for more. Dutch were shut out yesterday by Daniel Gutierrez, but they've got 6 today. That pitch is down low for a ball. Hope College and Adrian, 2 of the traditional powers in baseball in the NCAA, but this year both teams hovering around the 500 mark. There's a drive, and it's going to get just over the head of Kedro into center field, and it's a base hit. The runners had to kind of hold up there to see if Kedro was going to be able to get up and make the play, which he could not. And so it will only be 1 RBI, and the bases will remain loaded. Now batting designated hitter, number 3, Spencer Cable.
Yeah, and that was lucky for Adrian that ball was hit hard enough that only 1 run was able to score. First pitch to Cable, breaking ball on the outer half of the plate, called a strike.
Cable 1 for 3 so far this afternoon. His hit came in the 4th inning, and he later scored. There's a drive. That's going to be trouble. It's down the line. It's going to be into the corner. Going over for it is Goods. Runners coming around. That's going to get all 3 of them home, I believe. Here's a throw into third. Cable's going to be thrown out, but that will allow the run to score. And it is now 10 to the Bulldogs 3. Now batting right fielder number 13, Kanan Bain. So Bain swings. There's a pop-up, going to be out and caught by Goods, and that will end the inning, but not until extensive damage is done. They get 4 runs on just 3 hits, no errors, and they leave no one. So, big inning for the Dutch. They now lead it 10-3 here at Nicolay Field. We'll see if the Bulldogs can mount a comeback when we return. You're watching Adrian College Baseball here on ACTV.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Welcome back, bottom of the 5th. Bulldogs trailing by 7, 10-3 in favor of the Flying Dutchman. We have a delay as both umpires have come off the field and into their locker room, so I wonder if we are switching home plate and field umpires after that hit our home plate umpire took back an inning ago. Busy Saturday for Adrian Athletics. Women's rugby playing in a Michigan tournament at University of Michigan that started this morning. Women's golf is in day 2 of the 2-day tournament at Ohio Northern. They were in 2nd place after day 1 yesterday. Men's and women's rowing hosting a meet at the Adrian College Boathouse. Track and field went over to Western Michigan. Women's lacrosse struggling at Kalamazoo right now. They're losing 15-3. Softball on the road at Trine for a doubleheader today. They are tied 0-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Trine ranked number 3 in the country. And Abby Patton is pitching lights out. She's thrown 5 2/3, allowed no runs, 4 strikeouts, and 2 walks against number 3 ranked Trine. Men's volleyball on the road in St. Louis at Fontbonne. They're winning 2-1. They're up 9-7 in set number 4. So hopefully they can bring home a win. Men's lacrosse on the road at Kalamazoo after the women's game. And we have game 2 of Adrian Baseball with Hope after game 1 right now. And softball will have their doubleheader with Trine. I think that'll do it for Saturday action. Dance team down in Daytona, competing in a week-long competition there.
Yes, any competition you can get in Daytona is going to be fun no matter how you do, I think. Well, I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but the Hope players are leaving the field, so we're gonna take some time here and discuss some of the upcoming action we got going on. On Tuesday, the softball team will be home. They'll be playing Kalamazoo at a special 3 o'clock start for that doubleheader. And the Bulldogs baseball squad will be back in action on Wednesday with a single game here at the Nick against Trine. And then next Friday they will have a home doubleheader against Albion, I believe. So I think what may have happened here is the umpire, and this sometimes happens, I'm somewhat concerned that this may be some kind of a concussion nature, just because sometimes, you know, that occurs where you get hit in the head and then it takes a while before you really start kind of feeling the effects of that. I can remember one time when I was coaching baseball, we had a player who tripped over the bases. He was beating out a base hit and kind of hit his head. He came out and he seemed to be fine. He waved us all off and ran around the bases, and then when he went out for the next inning at second base, we could kind of see him and he just didn't look right, so we yelled at him, you know, "Are you okay?" And he looked into the other team's dugout and says, "Yeah, coach, I'm fine."
Huh.
And at that point, we immediately ran out there and got him, and so
And we had this problem last year with one of the umpires. But here's the thing with the series between Hope and Adrian. It's always very competitive. Hope was projected to win the MIAA. Adrian projected to finish second. Just a 1 voting point difference between the two teams. So, and also with the history, both head coach of Hope, Stu Fritz, and Craig Rainey of Adrian, both coming into the MIAA at the same time, coaching the same amount of years, and having the relationship that they do, they are not going to want to continue to play with just one umpire.
mm-hmm.
So if our umpire has to leave this game, I don't see us having an umpire in the area that will be willing to come in on a last minute's notice. Nor do I know if that's even allowed.
Yeah.
Halfway through a game, but
Well,
so it will be interesting to see what happens here, and if we do continue play, because I do know that Coach Rainey and Coach Fritz will not want to continue with just one umpire.
and just to finish my thought, you know, we don't really know what is going on. Again, that was just kind of pure speculation on my part, but I do know that, like I say, he was hit in the head with the ball, and sometimes that takes a while before you really start to feel the effects of that. But again, we don't really know what it is. And Mike, to your point about a replacement umpire, you know, like if we were having a tournament here today and there were going to be umpires, you know, you could maybe get one of those to come back out. But again, I don't know if there are any qualified college umpires sitting out here in the stands this afternoon, because they're probably umping college baseball somewhere, you know. So like I say, we don't know how long it's going to be here, so we'll just take a break here on AAC TV. We'll tell you that we're about ready to go to the bottom of the 5th, and our score is Hope 10 and Adrian College 3, and we'll be back when we get this situation resolved in some way.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
as you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years. You stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life. Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August, I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
as you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define your college years. You stand today, students, on the threshold of one of the most magical times in your life.
Nicolay Field. Hope leading Adrian 10-3. We have an update on the umpire situation. A new umpire is en route coming from Toledo, Ohio. So we are going to be suspended play for just quite about an hour. We will pick up first pitch at 4 o'clock again to finish this game with game 2 to follow. So we will call it an end for this broadcast and tune back in about 4 o'clock on ACTV's YouTube channel for a new stream link. And we will finish this game, Hope leading Adrian 10-3 right now in the bottom of the 5th. So we will resume this and play game 2 starting at 4 o'clock.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.